We're rolling. Welcome to St. Pete. Oh, it feels so good.
How do I look?
I mean,
You look great.
I know that, but yeah, you look great as well. There you go.
What keeps the house full?
A man who has been unbeatable for so long.
It's tough to understand from outside.
4 championships in 5 seasons. How do you beat this man?
It's the same thing that was motivating me when I was 5 years old.
The man they all need to beat.
I never thought it would be possible to be a race car driver. Last year, our 2025 season was so good.
Alex Palou wins the opening round.
It wins St. Pete, the 500, the championship. That was an amazing year.
Alex Palou, what an incredible season this has been.
At the end of the day, nobody cares. It's all about this weekend in 2026. We're aiming to repeat what we did last year. Target is on our backs. That doesn't add any pressure. I know I want to win. So we'll see.
The fastest racing on earth is back.
INDYCAR racing is the purest form of racing that you could possibly have.
There's a lot of sports where you're putting your body on the line. There's very few sports where you're staring death in the face. INDYCAR drivers are kind of modern-day gladiators in a lot of ways. It's your life on the line.
It's a constant dance. Am I pushing too much? Am I pushing too little? You can get a lot if you are right on the limit. But at the end of the day, once you're strapped in, it's go time.
Yeah, let's talk about the drivers behind the wheel. They are simply chasing one guy, Alex Palou, all off-season. The teams, the drivers, the engineers, everybody obsessing over one thing.
How do you beat the best?
I think by round 5 last year, we run out of adjectives to praise Alex Palou. The performance that he put up last year, it was the most impressive season in motorsports I've seen.
A 196-point margin, a modern era record.
This season, he's chasing perfection.
I would love to carry some points from last year, but it's a new season. The racetrack is very exciting. It's a mix between like a street course and a road course. They're still putting everything, like all the banners and getting it set up, all the teams with the pit stands and stuff. We're gonna do a track walk. I know we're not walking, we're driving it. The reason is because I prefer to do like 2-3 laps instead of just one walking. But basically what we do, we analyze the track, we analyze the changes. Now we're going into turn 2, turn 3, super technical, bumpy, 100, 120 mile an hour corner. We allow some kind of contact.
He's gonna get aggressive, they're side by side.
We don't really have any gentleman's agreement, it's racing. That's what we're here for. Turn 7 and turn 8, super tight. There's no safe barrier or anything, it's just a concrete wall. It's never the same as when we're going with the INDYCAR, so I use this more of a team building experience with my engineers. Have some breeze, some sunshine. I didn't bring my yacht at this race. I don't have a yacht, just... no, I think hopefully I get a couple friends that have yachts. I don't need to own one. I heard it's really expensive. We're gonna pick my team up. That's gonna be more of a secret lap. If I told you, I'd have to kill you, and I would have to kill everybody on TV because this cannot go to our competitors.
I hope you're faster on tomorrow and the next day than you were on that side of that lap.
Dude, we were trying. There was a lot of traffic.
There's one word that you had to use to describe Alex Palou. What would it be?
Precise.
Dominant. Passionate.
The sun-splashed street of St. Petersburg as we get set to go qualifying for Sunday's Firestone Grand Prix. Cars are out, the green flag flies, and we're ready to get session 1 underway.
All right, start them up. 5.
My name is Barry Wanzer. I'm the strategist for Alex Palou. This weekend, we want to be fastest in practice. We want to get the pole in qualifying.
gap behind 7 seconds.
Chip is always looking for that driver that can consistently perform at the highest level.
I wouldn't be here without Barry Wanzer or Chip Ganassi. I've been very lucky because at one point I thought my career was over. That was in F3. Trying to get to F1, I didn't really have the financial support to continue the ladder to F1. So went to Japan for 2 years, raced there. My wife and I, we were struggling to pay rent. I thought the racing was over. I had to find another way because I did not have any more opportunities. Motorsport doesn't have like a ladder system like other sports. It's not straightforward. So for me to be here today, it's amazing.
When you're ready, you can also run mixture 3.
Armstrong right behind. This will not be an improvement from Alex Palou.
It's good. We're keeping him honest, though.
We talk a lot of shit to each other. It's like, come on, Alex, why did you miss that corner?
All right, when you get here, get an open box.
A rookie has just out-qualified a 4-time champion, Alex Palou, to sit on the second row.
What we do is pretty serious. It's pretty intense. You need to try to remind each other every now and then that what we're doing is fun.
We're so lucky to be working in INDYCAR. There's so many people that would love to be in our position. So even a very shitty day in INDYCAR, as Alex Palou or as Barry Wanzer, it's a very cool day. That mindset, that energy that he brings, I know he's the big part of my success. I couldn't be luckier to have him. It was tough. I mean, it's always tough to get going. We're not the fastest, but hopefully we fix it for tomorrow.
It's 6 months since we were last racing in the NTT IndyCar Series, but those long, lean, cold winter months have completely burnt away by the glorious Florida sunshine in St. Petersburg.
St. Pete is the field of dreams because it's the first race of the season. There's just something exciting about coming here. Everybody comes in thinking this is going to be my year, and it's a great event.
We got Jameis Winston at this race.
John Gruden is here as well. The fun is about to start.
Yeah, let's talk about the drivers behind the wheel. They are simply chasing one guy, Alex Palou, who destroyed so many records last season.
What's up, guys? Thank you.
Momentum is a very real thing in motorsports.
You're here the first time, brother. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
So if you can kick off your season well, that momentum can really just carry and set you up for a strong season.
I think that the target is on our back. It's not because we've won last year that I'm relaxed. It's the opposite.
They all want to beat us, and so everybody works hard over the winter on development, making your car faster.
We're aiming to win, and we know we're capable of.
Drivers, start your engines!
Finally, the fastest racing on Earth is back.
St. Pete first weekend. Pardon my French, but it's an ass kicker.
And big crash behind. There's 2 cars in the barrier. Stingray Rom, I believe, is one of them. Full course yellow. Oh, and that is Mick Schumacher in there as well.
Mick Schumacher launched off the back of Ferrucci.
No matter how much training you do in the off-season, it gets you.
We don't really know how it's gonna work until we're on track and we prove it.
Scott McLaughlin holds the lead from the pole.
If you have suddenly a bad moment, a bad momentum, it bites you.
And that is a very uncharacteristic mistake.
We don't often see the 9 crew make a mistake, but a loose right rear has called an early end to Scott Dixon's day.
You need to go super slow.
Been a dicey couple laps for Ericsson, but he managed to hang on.
It's more like a chess game.
How long can they make these soft tires work?
You need to see 2-3 corners ahead.
We're constantly talking about the strategy. We'll ask for feedback from Alex. What do you think your next set of tires should be?
25 complete. It looks like right now we can do it 2 stops. You tell us, would you ride black, red, or red, black? Probably red.
I'm not a gambler when it comes to Las Vegas, but I'm certainly willing to gamble on strategy during a race.
Meanwhile, guys, Alex Palou on pit lane, the number 10.
Nice and smooth, everybody. Going to red, no changes.
Palou, when he came in, went from softs to another set of used softs.
This is about to get even more crazy as Palou blends out.
Our goal is to build momentum for the team and the driver.
And Palou blends out with ease, far ahead of Marcus.
We're constantly talking about how the race is unfolding.
Fuel mileage looks great. Just take care of these tires. Tires are great.
And based on his information, what we do next.
I never thought that I would be a professional race car driver.
About as smooth and clean as it gets. The only thing between Alex Palou and victory right now is traffic.
I come from a family that was not in motorsport before. I would go to races thinking that it could be my last one.
Last year's win owed so much to other teams, other drivers' mistakes, but this one, he has taken it by the horns.
For me to be here today, I just feel so lucky. That's what motivates me.
Alex Palou makes it back-to-back wins on the streets of St. Pete.
Checker flag, congrats everybody. It's the way to start the season.
The question remains, how do you beat this man?
You know, I think Scott was the standard for 20 plus years. Alex is now the standard. He's taken over in that capacity.
What a great start. You guys are the best. Oh my goodness.
Alex Palou has just smacked down a lot of those hopes.
And this, the view that all of his rivals are having to get used to.
There's no better momentum than winning right away. He's performing at the highest level. It's storybook. He's got quite a few years to be able to continue to do this, and I'm sure that scares his competitors.
The field right now is as stacked as it's ever been. You've got a lot of young guns that are coming in and proving themselves. And then there's this amazing group in the middle with your Kyle Kirkwood, Marcus Ericsson, Pato, late 20s, early 30s that have enough experience to really start challenging for championships. You've got guys who are well in their 40s and still kicking ass. Scott Dixon, who's a 6-time champion. Will Power joining, Andretti. I think it's foolish to ignore what Scott McLaughlin's capable of this year. And Joseph Newgarden has won a lot.
Joseph Newgarden is a 2-time Indy 500 winner.
Joseph's almost leaned into this villainous persona with the unrest at Penske, Mick Schumacher over from Europe, which is a huge deal. Mick's dad, Michael, was one of the most successful racing drivers of all time. But RLL is a team that's been struggling for a few seasons. The dynamic between Graham and Mick. Graham Rahal, decades of experience, a dynasty family in the sport, is going to be one of the biggest storylines of 2026.
I know the pressures of living with a family name. This is a fresh start. This is a new place. And I'd like to be a sounding board for Mick because I think he can develop his own name.
Pressure has been part of my life for a very long time. I'm just going to stay open-minded throughout the year, make sure that all the details are right, because I'm sure there are going to be some unexpected moments.